Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Roger Deering with Groovis Games Unlimited, and welcome, and I'm glad you're here. Today's video is going to be about some key fundamentals of Dungeon Crusade, and to just get you more acclimated to the game. So there's about four topics that we're going to touch on briefly. The first being over here at our quest tables. One being is, how do you beat Dungeon Crusade, or rather, when you pick a scenario, how do you win? In kind of relation here, we're going to talk about how to clear a quest table, okay? And as I move the camera here, leading right into this, all this is going to flow together. If you notice, it says Celebration Day, you know, between the quest tables here. We're going to talk about what is Celebration Day when the heroes go to the village for Celebration Day. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about the village. We're going to talk about when the heroes are here in the village and the things that you can do in the village here. There's various shops in the academy and the bazaar. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is this building right here, the House of Chance. And, you know, when I developed Dungeon Crusade in the village, I made a gambling house where the heroes on Celebration Day can go and play 4 different games and bet gold and win gold. And so we're going to touch on that, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the House of Chance, and I just want to put all of us on the same page and explain that in this video. Okay, so I'm going to break away here, and we're going to come back and talk about how to be victorious, or your heroes, how are they going to be victorious in Dungeon Crusade. So I will be right back with you. Okay guys, I am back, and we're over here at our quest tables. So, when you pick a scenario out of the scenario book, of course you're going to set it up just with all the different variables here, how it, describes. For your heroes to be victorious in Dungeon Crusade, these are called the Elder Globes, or the Elder Globe tokens. And you notice we're playing with 3 quest tables, and they're all on the quest tables. You have to turn all of the Elder Globes to the green status, of course, right on the other side. And how you turn them to a green status is, let's go over here to quest table 1. Of course, if there's open quests here, notice there's like a main quest and side quest and kill the guardians. You notice I showed this in other videos. This is like an open book, okay? So say the heroes complete a main quest. The book is closed to a cleared status. And then, when they clear a side quest, so on and so forth, you close the book. When a quest table has all the books are closed or has a cleared status, you turn the Elder Globe to the green side. And that's how you clear a quest table. Now, what we're going to do is here, we're going to talk about Celebration Day because, of course, you start at quest table 1, and when quest table 1 is cleared, the heroes go back to the village to have a celebration. The villagers are very happy for clearing out the evil of the dungeon, and for now, it's safe. So I'm going to break away, and we are going to go over to our village, and we're going to talk about Celebration Day. Be right back. Okay, guys, I am back, and we are, our heroes are in the village. So this is Celebration Day. This is where all the villagers throw a grand celebration for our heroes. First thing you're going to want to do is, on Celebration Day, that the villagers have gathered together, and they're going to give the heroes one gift. So you're going to shuffle the cards and take one. Some examples of what the villagers could give the heroes: they could just give you a big thank you, okay? Or they could give you a loaf of harvest bread. You can get 2 health and 2 essence back. They could give you some elderberry juice. They get more health and essence back. They could give you gold, even more gold, or they could give you legendary and rare and epic gear. So you're allowed to, you shuffle the deck and you take one of those. The next thing that you're going to do on Celebration Day, of course, is you're going to have quests. You're going to take your level 1 quests and you're going to turn those in to the villagers, These go back in the box, but then you see right here, this is Life Force. Think of Life Force as XP. You are going to collect your, as they go flying, excuse me, you're going to take your Life Force globes for, whatever that adds up to, and put that in your player area. The next thing is, and I haven't talked about these before every game of Dungeon Crusade, you're allowed to take one tavern task for the whole game. And what a tavern task is, it's an optional quest. Example, this is called the Treasure Hunters, and one of the villagers, Simon Ashbourne, has requested the heroes to bring back the treasure chest tokens. That it says his wife is a collector of the chests around Avalon, and he'll pay you 400 gold. So these are optional quests. You don't have to do them, but they're always there if you want to, make some more gold with your heroes. Okay, we're going to move over here to the bazaar. Another thing you're going to do is, of course, this is the bazaar where they sell healing potions, elixirs, ochre juice, and torches. So, of course, you're going to be using those, and you're going to restock these are the ones that you've used. These go back in the bazaar to use again for the next, when you go to the next quest table. So you're going to restock the bazaar. Okay? So now we're going to go to, we'll start in the south over here, southeast part of the village, and let me explain some of the things you can do. This is the academy. As you notice, that it takes 5 life force, these things here, to level up. So you could level up your hero to level 2 at the academy. You may want to buy some new special abilities for your heroes. So, and Albus, your fetch hound, can also be leveled up. Okay? Of course, we've already talked about the bazaar, and the prices are right there. We're going to move over here to the temple. Say that some of your heroes come back with afflictions. Let's say our archer here, she has paralysis and confusion. Well, over here at the temple, if you pay 100 gold, you can be cured of your afflictions, and she's good as new. Also, there's a healing fountain here. You get to roll, pay 100 gold, and roll a 1d12, recover health. And also, you can buy a blessing from the village. Blessings are only revealed when you go back to the dungeon, okay? Some other things here. Let's move up north. The blacksmith, if you have, from mining, you're going to get, precious gems and minerals. And what you can do there is have him create the gems to put on your weapons or your armor. There's all different kinds of recipes here on the back. It has the minerals and the precious stones you need to create these gems that go on your weapons or your gear. And there's all kinds of them, to do more damage, steal life. This will add to your chaos. For all of them. For mind, physical. So there's tons of different recipes to choose from to create at the blacksmith. Over here, and you can also sell bulk. That's what, if you can see down there, if you have 3 moonstone or 3 zoltanite, you can sell that and get some gold for it. Over here, you can visit the tavern, and you can recover your essence by paying 100 gold, so each hero can get their essence back. Of course, the blacksmith will be restocking his shop, so you can go shopping for new gear for your heroes on Celebration Day. And let's see, what else over here can we talk about? I think that is about it in the village. Lastly, we're going to move on, and this is going to be the last part in this segment, and this is the House of Chance. When I created Dungeon Crusade, as I said, I put in a gambling house. And there was, as I said, some misconceptions about this, and we're going to go into a segment here. I'm going to briefly explain, how this works. But I'm going to break away, and I will be back, and we're going to talk about the House of Chance. I'm going to show you the 4 games. So I will be right back with you. Okay, guys, I am back, and this section here is going to pertain to the House of Chance, and I'm going to explain it for you. Of course, the heroes can go into the House of Chance on Celebration Day. Now we're going to move over here, and we're just going to point this down here. There's the House of Chance. Now let me explain that only one of the 4 games can be in the House of Chance at one time, and that one game must stay in the House of Chance for the duration of that game of Dungeon Crusade. You do not use all 4 of the House of Chance games, only one. And I'm going to say this because, believe it or not, it's been asked already. Your fetch hound Albus is not permitted in the House of Chance. He cannot gamble. Only the heroes can gamble. Sorry, I had to address that because it has been asked. Okay, I'm going to raise the camera up now so you see the House of Chance, and we're going to talk about the 4 games and the additions of Dungeon Crusade. Hopefully you can see all these. Okay, these are the 4 games for House of Chance. This is Tower Attack. It's like a dice pushing game where you have to take back the tower from the skeletons. Here is Bravely the Knight. Raise it up so you can see it. That's Tower Attack. Bravely the Knight is where you have to travel around the board, you spin, and Bravely has to plunder the dungeon and fight monsters, and there's portals and all kinds of stuff. It's a miniature dungeon you travel around. Over here is Heroes versus Monsters, and the heroes here have to defend the Chapel of Light from the invading monsters. You draw challenge cards and set them up, and you bet gold on that, and the monsters slowly advance towards the Chapel of Light. And lastly, I'll move it up for this. This is Skulljack, where up to 3 heroes can play Skulljack, and this is a very simple form of blackjack, and it is 200 gold per hand, and you could double your money. Okay, let me explain about the additions and what you're going to get. As you know, there's 3 additions to Dungeon Crusade. There's the base edition, there is the Crusader edition, and the Master of the Realm edition. With the base edition and the Crusader edition, you will receive Tower Attack Standard. This is the only House of Chance game that you'll get with those editions. So therefore, you don't have to worry about which of the 4, because you're always going to be using Tower Attack. For the people who pledge for the Master of the Realm edition, you will get all 4 of these games. Okay, and of course the deck of cards there with a custom design for Dungeon Crusade. So everything you see here, this is prototype of course, you will receive with Master of the Realm edition. So what happens is, as I said, so this is for the people who plan to purchase or pledge for the Master of the Realm edition. How do you choose what game is in the House of Chance? The final game, these 4 games are going to have little numbers on them, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the first celebration day, you're going to take a D4 and roll. So let's say this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. You would roll, and 4 came up. Okay, that would be Skulljack, right there on the top. That is the one game that will be in the House of Chance for the duration of that game, or that scenario of Dungeon Crusade. So that is how the House of Chance works. So we are going to move on now with the next section. And again, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me or David about this. So I will see you on the next section. Okay guys, I am back, and this is going to conclude the key fundamentals that I wanted to share with you for Dungeon Crusade. And I hope that you enjoyed that and you're just kind of a little more acclimated to the game. Actually, one thing, I meant to show this at the beginning. A few of the backers had brought up about all of the tokens, because there is a lot of tokens in Dungeon Crusade. And I just want to ease their mind and show you something. This is one of those oversized compartment things. I'm sure, being a gamer, you have some of these. This is one of the extended ones. And as you can see, these are all the tokens for Dungeon Crusade, and they all fit perfectly in here. And this is even for the Avalon Adventure board game. I have those in here. All the empty spaces are for the tokens that are out there. So, of course, funded and everything, I would recommend to get one of these oversized ones. Everything fits very nicely in there. Okay, well, this is going to conclude it then. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I love, chatting with you guys and answering questions. Or David Lockwood of Obsidian. He's pretty versed in this game, and he could answer just about anything also. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great day or great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.